Good morning and thanks for joining me. It's day 4 of my cruise. The weather is dull, it's not raining. Rain is expected in an hour or so and there's going to be some quite heavy rain. I moored here overnight. I am wanting to crack on. There's something I want to show you at Cosgrove. Cosgrove is about 5 miles away. So what I'm planning to do is to cruise and maybe hop about a bit. If the rain comes and it's heavy, I'll stop cruising. But very shortly, I'm going to make a move. Yesterday, when it started raining, I wanted to put my my leggings on to protect my trousers, and I couldn't get them on over my my working boots. The ends here often have a flare, or they have a zip or some form of opening, popper opening, velcro opening, to widen out the bottom of the leg so you can slip them over working boots. I couldn't do that, so today I'll probably start off wearing these, and then if it rains I can put a jacket on top. But it's very frustrating. You will have seen or recall that yesterday wasn't a good day for me. A lot of things went wrong and I'm hoping for a better day. I didn't get as far as I wanted to yesterday. It was such an awful day. The rain came late afternoon and I just wanted to stop cruising. But half an hour later it was a beautiful evening, and in a way I regret not carrying on to get that little bit further. But it is what it is, so hopefully I'll be underway shortly. Using my Nicholson's Waterways Guide number 1, I'm going to explain the extent of today's journey. You will recall in the last episode that I moored up at the bottom of Stoke Bruerne locks, just along here. Today I continue along the Grand Union Canal. I come down here past Yardley Wharf and I continue on down all the way to Cosgrove. And this episode will finish at Cosgrove Lock. Here I go, getting underway again. I think I'm only aware of one boat coming past. I could be wrong. It might be 2 actually. I didn't actually see any boats, but you can normally tell if a boat is coming. I've put my waterproof trousers on, just in case. And I've got my coat down here ready to put on as well. Can't do much more. Just got to hope the rain doesn't come too quickly. That weed hatch is rattling. I intend to do something about that one day when I stop. I didn't think of it yesterday. I could probably have done it then. Canal widens out just here. I can see it's not a winding hole, it's a weir. ago I actually did some off-site vegetation cutting. I think I only did it for 2 days. It was ahead of me where we were working. Most of my work of that nature had been on the Coventry Canal. I'm having to think, Coventry Canal and the North Oxford. Runner on the towpath. He passed me going up the other way actually. Well, it's very cloudy as you see. I don't think we're expecting any sun today. I'm just hoping the rain will hold off. In fact, I should be looking out for other mooring opportunities. I tend to mark them up on my map. I'm just going to get my pen out. First boat of the day is coming towards me. Morning. It's funny, the wash from that boat has virtually stopped me. I did put some increased power on as I passed it, but can you put this on? There is a bit of a chill. I've got 2 jackets like this. One is a bit thicker, it's got a fleece lining, but I was quite pleased with how well this worked yesterday in the rain. Never quite sure if things are shower-proof, rain-proof, waterproof. So many different terminologies used for clothing. Just struggle with the zip. There we go. Shooting the cat. This would be quite lovely if the sun was shining. But it's cloud everywhere. Show you. Can you see? It's just one of those days today. I'm just checking the app, the weather app that is, and the rain that was to have come at 10 is now due at 11. So the time now is 9:45. So that's good. It could be that I'm moving away from the rain or something. You can never tell really. Coming up to a bridge on a bend, it's not easy to see. I still can't see fully through because we're on quite a curve. There's nothing coming. It is beginning to blow up a bit actually. That's the one thing I didn't check this morning. It's I've got a good app for checking the wind. Maybe a good thing I didn't check, it might have put me off. Well, it's showing wind speed at the moment of sort of 15 to 16 with gusts between 28 and 33. And they are going to increase during the day up to 46 miles an hour, that's the gusts. With wind speeds in the mid-20s. Mid-20s is not good, that's been my experience. So So we'll just have to see how far I can get. I've noticed that the mooring isn't very good. They don't seem to have the armco that I'm used to mooring up against. It looks more like you're going to have to use mooring pins. And I haven't got all my pins out. I do have one at the ready. There might be a couple that are quickly accessible, but I hadn't expected that. There's now some armco mooring along here. I'll mark that on my map in a moment. Turn the page in the book actually. It's dull, isn't it? Miserable. We don't like this, do we? I can see a square church tower ahead, and that is at Yardley Gobion. Assuming that's how it's pronounced. Yardley Gobion. A few boats moored along here. I'm watching a little lamb running right across the field. Stop now. Oh, there's lots of sheep in this field. It actually seems quite a pleasant spot to moor along here. I think if the sun was shining with the open outlook, it would be really, really lovely. A lot of Canada geese in this field. Haven't seen many of those on this trip. Just about to pass another boat. Morning. At least I'm not the only one on the move. Miserable weather today. Yeah. I just wanted to move a few miles. So.
At least it's dry.
Well, it's due in an hour though.
Yeah, you better keep going.
But I'm going up to Cosgrove turning, and that's the extent of my journey on this trip. So. I can see for miles in that direction. It's really lovely. Again, when the sun shines, a lovely place to be. Some good mooring again. But how lovely was that? Morning. There's another spill weir just here. Just beginning to rain, and I'm just on the end of some good mooring, so I'm going to moor up actually. sooner than I expected. But it's early still, there's plenty of time if I want to come out again. Well, I stopped because looking ahead I could see there wasn't any decent moorings, and sometimes it just starts spitting and then suddenly the heavens open up, but at the moment it does seem to have stopped, so I'm just going to give it some thought before I actually decide what to do. It's always difficult. I would like to push on, that much I do know. It's 10:20 now. That's one of the advantages of making an early start. I think it was the earliest start I've ever made, actually. See, there's a boat coming up behind me. Hello. I'm waiting for the heavens to open. I just pulled over because it started to rain. And I thought, I got caught yesterday, and so I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just sort of thinking about it. The movement on the boat is because I haven't tied off properly. I'm still only on a centre line. So I do need to think what to do. It's my uncertainty about the quality of mooring ahead that is causing me to think about it. If I knew for certain there was some good mooring a mile ahead, I'd be there. I am tempted to carry on, I think. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. But I'm just getting underway again. I stopped suddenly because I was at the end of a run of Armco. It just seemed to make sense to stop and see what the weather was going to do. Hopefully I can have another half hour or more before the rain sets in. Sort of chickened out in a way, but I could see through the next bridge that there was no easy mooring, and I thought, well, I'll just be safe as the opportunity was there. So it's good really, because I set off earlier than I've ever done before. Normally I start cruising about 10:30, and it's 10:30 now, and I've already done, I suppose, a couple of miles, something like that. So let's see how I go. The canal is very wide through here. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Certainly also looking ahead through the bridge, it's very wide indeed. More than twice the normal width of the canals that I'm used to. And this is because it was built for broad boats. Double width sort of boats. Can't see a boat in sight. Going under bridge 58. blowing up quite a bit now. Hello. Thanks for waiting. Cheers. My weather app earlier and it had changed. Although rain is still forecast, it's in a white cloud with sun and it is actually brightening up. Still windy, but a little bit more promising in a way. I'd like to get down into Cosgrove. I'm now just 2 miles from there. So hopefully I can make that without any mishaps, any rain or anything. As I move along, so does the weather. The rain isn't due now until 12 o'clock. The sun symbol has disappeared. So I must be moving away from the bad weather. Is that it? Anyway, it's all good news, and it's not quite as windy as it was. It has been very windy, been a little bit troubling, but at the moment it's quite pleasant. Another bridge coming up. Sign here says 25 miles to Braunston. See a marina ahead. I'm not sure what the name of it is. It's marked on the map but not its name. Well, not that I can see easily, I should say. It's probably there. I'm passing boats on both sides, so I've slowed right down. Trying to read the name of the pub ahead. It must be called the Narrowboat Inn. I got that wrong. I see it's called the Navigation Inn. Looks like private moorings ahead. I can see electric bollards on the towpath. I shouldn't have said towpath because we're on the private side. So the towpath is now on my right and it was on my left before. It's confusing, isn't it? Taverners Boat Club, private moorings. Hello. Now on the outskirts of Cosgrove. I haven't fully explained what my intentions are. I know what I want to do, but I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. I'll explain more later. Things will become clearer. I'm still a little bit worried about the rain situation. Cosgrove is my destination on this trip. So I will be turning somewhere to head back, but there's a little something I want to show you first. This is Cosgrove. There is some mooring on the left here. 2 days. Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah, fine, thanks. I'm just going to go up and turn and come and moor up. Yeah, I was going to go through the lock, across the aqueduct, turn and come back. I'm coming up to a lock which I need to go through. Going to go on a little way, turn the boat and then come back through the lock. For a moment I thought there was a boat in the lock, but no, I'm mistaken. It might not be actually, it might be that the boat I'm looking at has just come out of the lock. In which case it would be set for me to go through. I'll soon find out. Unfortunately the bow camera stopped working. It's had its couple of hours or so and it gives up, I'm afraid. I do need to sort something out with regards to that. Hello. You've left the lock for me. Wonderful. Did you see me wave? Yes. Excellent. I'm only going across the aqueduct and back again. Is it one of those open-sided ones?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I'm making my way into the lock. Bit of a wind up at the moment, making it a little bit more difficult. Oops, thought I'd hit, I just nudged. Right, I'm going to deal with this lock. Catch up with you in a minute. Looks more like a stop lock. Water the other side, only a small drop. But I'm just about to leave this lock and the rain has just started. Love the horseshoe arch. Many thanks for watching. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Please look after yourselves. If you haven't yet done so, please do think about subscribing and click the little bell to receive notifications of future videos. Until next time, take the utmost care. Bye for now.